Hi everyone, you're on the FilmDOC channel. Today I will tell you about a musical comedy film released in 2023 called Wonka. Willy Wonka is the mastermind behind some of the most delicious and innovative chocolate creations the world has ever seen. But before shaking up the chocolate industry and becoming famous as a confectionery genius, the ambitious young creator had to defy all odds. Dreaming of opening a store in a town famous for its chocolate, young and poor Willy Wonka discovers that the industry is run by a cartel of greedy chocolatiers. So how does he overcome the odds? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and put a like if you like the movie review. Enjoy the movie. Willy Wonka, an aspiring magician, inventor, and chocolatier, arrives in Europe to establish his chocolate shop at the Galerie Gourmet. Burning through his meager savings, he is coerced to stay at Mrs. Screwbit's boarding house by her henchman Bleacher, and, despite Orphan Noodle's warning about the fine print, signs a contract because he is illiterate. To pay them off, Wonka introduces Hover Chocks, chocolates that make people fly, facing opposition from 3 rival chocolatiers who called the chief of police to confiscate Wonka's earnings for disrupting trade and selling without a chocolate store. Unable to pay the expensive fees imposed on him by the contract, Wonka is captured and forced to work in a laundrette for Mrs. Screwbit alongside 5 other captives, including Noodle. Learning of a chocolate cartel plot involving the rival chocolatiers, he makes his escape with the help of Noodle. While he promises her a lifetime supply of chocolates, she promises to teach him how to read. Wonka tells Noodle that his affinity for chocolate stems from his late mother, and also alludes to the theft of his chocolates by an enigmatic little orange man. The cartel leaders, meanwhile, bribe the sweet-toothed chief by providing him with his own supply of chocolates, inducing him to force Wonka to leave town. To produce his signature chocolate, Wonka and Noodle travel to the local zoo, milking Abigail the giraffe. Together with the other laundrette workers, they embark on a chocolate-selling crusade to alleviate their debts while using tunnels underneath the city to evade the police. The persistent thief of Wonka's chocolates is unmasked as an Oompa Loompa named Lofty, who reveals that the Oompa Loompas seek retribution for the cocoa beans Wonka originally took from Loompaland under Lofty's watch. Wonka captures Lofty, but Lofty dupes Wonka into freeing him. He tricks Wonka into letting him strike him with a frying pan and snatches a jar of chocolate before disappearing. Using the funds raised from selling chocolates, Wonka and the laundrette workers open Wonka's dream chocolate store. The chief and the cartel, who are now unable to arrest him since he has a legitimate shop, expose him to Screwbit. Infusing his chocolates with Yeti sweat, Screwbit incites chaos among the customers, leading to the destruction of Wonka's store. Wonka reluctantly agrees to the cartel's offer to leave town by ship to pay off everyone's debts. Because of this, all of the workers are released from the laundrette, except Noodle. Cartel leader Arthur Slugworth pays Screwbit to keep her there indefinitely. Wonka deduces that Noodle and Slugworth are related, before he and Lofty are forced to jump off the boat, as it is rigged to explode. After rescuing Noodle, Wonka and the group devise a strategy to obtain the cartel's incriminating account book. Using Abigail as a distraction, Wonka and Noodle infiltrate the cartel's base, where they are confronted by the cartel. Slugworth discloses that after the death of Noodle's father, his own brother Zebedee, he falsely reported Noodle as deceased to her mother Dorothy, and gave her to Screwbit in order to eliminate her claim to the family fortune. Held at gunpoint, Wonka and Noodle are nearly drowned in a vault of chocolate, but Lofty rescues them. Wonka and Noodle expose the cartel's misdeeds to the authorities and the public. They release the cartel's chocolate reserve through a fountain laced with Wonka's unique ingredients, ruining the cartel's enterprise. The cartel meets their downfall, and the police arrest the corrupt chief. The public revels in tasting Wonka's chocolate fountain, and Wonka unwraps the last chocolate bar his mother had given him, discovering a golden paper with a message stating that the secret is it's not the chocolate that matters, but who you share it with. He splits the bar into 6 pieces to share with his friends before reuniting Noodle with her mother Dorothy Smith. He then settles his debt with Lofty and finds an abandoned castle for sale to start building his own chocolate factory, with Lofty as his tasting chef. Wonka's friends return to their old lives. Screwbit and Bleacher attempt to eliminate the evidence of sabotaging Wonka's shop, but they are arrested for their complicity in the cartel's scheme. I liked Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Caper for its whimsical yet gripping storyline, filled with unexpected twists and turns. The characters are vibrant and multifaceted, each with their own motivations and arcs, making the narrative rich and engaging. The dynamic between Willy Wonka and Noodle is particularly heartwarming, as they form an unlikely but endearing partnership fueled by mutual trust and shared goals. The film cleverly explores themes of greed, redemption, and the power of friendship, adding depth to its entertaining plot. Moreover, the resolution is satisfying, with justice prevailing and characters finding closure in fulfilling ways, making it a truly enjoyable cinematic experience. See you in the next video.